Hi everybody, this is the Baseball High, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, the Hunter. Welcome back to Baseball. I hope you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. We know that the Mets are in this race, trying to win the final wild card. They have a 2-game lead on the Braves as I do this video. But there was some news that happened the other day. Renderings, illustrations unveiled by Mets owner Steve Cohen. Let me read you from amny.com, which I didn't hear much about. This is a very interesting and beautiful renderings, by the way. Mets owner Steve Cohen unveils renderings of Citifield Casino and Park proposal in Queens. Let's take a look at this. Mets owner Steve Cohen has unveiled detailed new renderings of his proposed Metropolitan Park complex near Queens Citi Field, which houses new casinos as well as parks, restaurants, and shopping areas, even as the project faces rough political headwinds. Cohen, the billionaire hedge fund manager who purchased the Mets in 2020, wants to build a project on 50 acres of parkland currently used as a parking lot for Citi Field. The centerpiece would be a casino run by Hard Rock Entertainment, requiring a license Cohen is vying for in a furious bidding war opened up by state legislation authorizing new downstate gaming facilities, which has drawn in some of the world's top players in real estate and gambling for a once-in-a-lifetime money-making opportunity. These pictures are just beautiful, and you see them here. To sweeten the pot, Cohen is pledging to transform the Willows Point area west of Citi Field into a major entertainment destination. The team behind Metropolitan Park has proposed building 20 acres of new public parks and 5 acres of new community athletic fields, accessibility upgrades to the Mets Willows Point 7 train stop, improved roadways and cycling paths, and a $163 million community impact fund that will provide grants to local Queens nonprofits. That's in addition to a new live music venue and a Taste of Queens food hall featuring local vendors. Overall, Cohen's team says the proposal would invest $8 billion in Queens and create more than 23,000 jobs, both permanent and temporary. It will come as the city pushes on transforming the eastern part of Willows Point, along a derelict collection of auto body shops and scrapyards, junkyards is just another way to say it, into a destination in its own right, a new soccer stadium for New York City Football Club, and thousands of units of affordable housing. Still, Cohen is just one of a laundry list of players seeking to win one of 3 new casino licenses for downstate New York authorized by state lawmakers, with 2 of the licenses expected to be awarded to existing racinos, which have slot machines and horse racing, but no table games like poker or roulette. The competition for the 3rd license is fierce. Bidders are also seeking to build casinos in Times Square, Hudson Yards, the United Nations, Coney Island, and former Trump Links golf course in the Bronx, among other spots. Many of the bids have faced significant community opposition, a potential death knell on a system designed to center the input of local politicians. Cohen's bid is facing particular headwinds. The parking lot of Citi Field is technically considered parkland, and allowing development on the site would require a parkland alienation bill in Albany. But local state senator Jessica Ramos, now a candidate for mayor, threw a curveball to the project when she said in May she would not introduce the parkland alienation bill, citing what she said was opposition to a casino from her constituents. The stance drew rebukes from some fellow Queens politicians, including Borough President Donovan Richards. Reached for comment, Metropolitan Park spokesperson Carl Ricketts said Ramos' opposition didn't necessarily kill the project, and in fact, any senator could theoretically introduce the Parkland alienation bill in Albany's upper chamber. Quote, the state never intended any one person to have the ability to single-handedly stop or approve a project, which is why this process is designed to engage the community and elected officials every step of the way, said Rickert. We have plenty of time and other avenues to get this done, and feel confident given the overwhelming support from elected officials, unions, and the local community that we had the best overall project. We are all in. Still, though, any casino proposal must also get the thumbs up from a committee approved by local elected officials in the area where the proposal is cited if there's any hope to proceed. The city feel that would include a Representative Ramos. But aside from Richards, local assembly member Jeffrey Aubrey supports the project and has introduced an alienation bill in his chamber. And local city council member Francisco Moya is also a backer. So this is a very interesting project. And it's been a project that's been wanting to be done for a long time. This is something that's been wanting to be done since the Wilpons owned the club. They've been trying to change. This goes back to the time of Rudy Giuliani. For the last 30 years, the city has been fighting over this land, specifically across the street from Citifield, Seaver Way. Now it's gotten better. It's cleaned up a little bit, but it was a mess there for a long time. I mean, 80s and 90s and early 2000s was nothing but they call it Scrapyard. It was a junkyard, and that was really bad there. But this is exciting. I mean, you look at these renderings. I guess the renderings are supposed to look good. I mean, it's supposed to look good. But you can't have one of the more prominent teams in baseball playing across the street from a junkyard. I could never understand that growing up. The rumor was that the Italian mafia was there, and they were creating all kinds of roadblocks. That's the rumor. They were creating all kinds of roadblocks for politicians going in there, which was a big kind of bone of contention with Rudy Giuliani, because he did take down the mob back in the 80s and early 90s. And he was very hell-bent on getting them out of there, and he could not get them out of there. And there were people living there, too. So it wasn't just a situation that there was just businesses there. There were residents there that they were trying to get them out, trying to move them out. I think they kind of got the last one out, but I'm not 100% sure if that's happened. But there is businesses there. Eventually, the government's going to push them out. I mean, you have a big business over these little businesses. The little businesses always lose out, unfortunately. But it's an interesting story for you if you're interested in it. And there's always stuff going on around the city, and always stuff going around the Mets and what they're trying to do at Citifield. They want to have like a place, like a meeting place, and to make some money in the off season. So thank you for watching this video, and of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. You won't get this anywhere else. This kind of information anywhere else. And I'll see you later.